Whenever you post something on your Instagram, it requires three important things: a good quality image, a nice caption, as well as few popular hashtags. So what if I tell you that you can get these three things automatically, and you can even post these three things automatically on Instagram directly from WordPress? Yes, you can sync the featured image of your WordPress blog with Instagram, and for this caption and these hashtags you can sync the excerpt section of your WordPress blog as well as the tags section of your WordPress blogs. Sounds interesting, right? Now you must be thinking how I am going to automate this process. So Instagram and WordPress are two different applications and there is no direct connection in between them. So to automate this process, firstly I will have to build a connection in these applications, which I will do with the help of Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing integration and automation software. And once the connection is done with this software, after that every time I post a new blog on my WordPress website, an Instagram post will be also created automatically using my featured image of blog, the excerpt section and the tags of my WordPress blogs. Want to learn how you can also do that? Come with me and I will show you everything step by step. So I'm an existing user of Pabbly Connect, so I'm already logged in here. You can create your free account in Pabbly Connect in just 2 minutes from this sign up free button. And in the free account, you will also get free tasks to test these kind of amazing automation. Now, once you will log in and reach out to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, click on this blue button that is create workflow and then provide a random name to your workflow to your automation. Okay, so I have directly pasted the name as create Instagram post from WordPress blogs with caption, image and hashtags. Now it is asking to select the folder. So I will be selecting this main workflow folder. Now clicking on create, and after that you will find two boxes. So these boxes are called as trigger and action. And here the trigger means when this happens, and action means do this. So whenever something happen in your first application, then automatically do this in your next application. Okay. So in this way you need to choose your application in this trigger and the action window in which you are building an automation. Okay, so according to our use case, I want that whenever any new blog is created on my WordPress website, then sync that blog with my Instagram application. So that is why I'm selecting the application in these trigger and the action window. Okay, and in this way I can connect multiple application with the Pabbly Connect and automate lots of complex business processes. You just need to click on this plus icon and add as many as application as you want. Okay, so I have selected the same, and now I will be connecting these two applications one by one with the Pabbly Connect. Okay, so let's connect WordPress with Pabbly Connect so that we can capture the blog related data in WordPress, and then we will send the same blog data to Instagram within Pabbly Connect only with the help of Pabbly Connect only. Okay, so the trigger event will be post created, or we can say new post published. Okay, you can also read the instructions. Trigger when new post is published. So yes, I want to perform the same, and as soon as I have selected the trigger event, it has provided me a webhook URL along with few set of instructions. Okay, so with the help of this URL only we are going to build this connection, and again you will have to follow these instructions carefully. So simply copy this webhook URL, go back to your WordPress website. Now I will edit my WordPress website and will look for the plugin section. Yes, whenever you connect WordPress with Pabbly Connect, you will have to install this WP Webhooks plugin. Okay, so I think this plugin is already installed in my WordPress website. Okay, so how about I directly open the same plugin? In case if it is not installed, firstly you will have to install this plugin from the plugin section, and then you will have to activate that plugin. And once this plugin is activated, in this way you will be redirected here. Now click on the send data option, and after that search for the post created trigger event. Yes, you will have to search for the same trigger event, that is post published, or we can say post created. Okay, so give me a second. Alright, here is the search trigger option, searching for the same, that is post created. Alright, it is done, and here you can notice the same has been selected here. Finally click on this orange button of add webhook URL, and after that paste the same webhook URL which you have got got via Pabbly Connect. Alright, so I have pasted the same, coming back, and now it is asking for the webhook name. Okay, so provide any random name, something like connection with the Pabbly Connect. I'm providing this particular name. Now finally I'm clicking on this add for post to create, and once this is added, once this webhook URL is added, you will have to click on this three dot, click on settings, and simply select the trigger post type. Basically I want that whenever the post is published, so I have selected the same things here. Now finally clicking on this save button, and in this way the connection in between WordPress and Pabbly Connect will be successful. Alright, the settings are saved. Okay, coming back to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, and here you can notice it is still waiting for the response. Okay, so basically log into the application where you have added the webhook URL and do a test submission record so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response. So it is asking to do a test submission or record, and here the test submission means publishing of a new post on our WordPress website. Okay, so let's do the same. How about I click on this add a new post, but before that I am going to remove this existing blog because I'm about to create the same blog in front of you. Yes, I will show you everything from scratch. So clicking on this add a new post button. Now give me a second, let me provide the title as well as the description. Alright, so I have pasted the content. Now I will provide the title, something like AI plus automation. Alright, it is looking good. Let me also add a featured image in my blog. For that I will have to firstly search for the featured image section. Let me drag and drop this section here. Alright, give me a second. Alright, so I have added this section. Now I will upload a random image, something related to AI and automation only. So I'm selecting the image from this media library only, clicking on select, and in this way the featured image will be added. The article title is also ready, the content is also ready. Now I will be adding some excerpt as well as few hashtags, few tags basically. Okay, so this is the tag section. How about I add the tag something like automation, then I will add this AI, then I will add this technology. Further I will add it towards a tag also, something like AI and automation. Why I am adding this, I'll show you everything later. Okay, alright, it is done and it is looking good. Now it's turn to write an excerpt. Okay, so you can also leave it optional. So what will happen, some few lines will be picked up automatically from your blog. For that you will have to enable that option. Okay, but currently I'm adding some content manually. Okay, so how about I add the content something like this. Okay, this is the caption. This caption will look good basically on my Instagram, so I'm copying this content only. Okay, give me a second, let me open that excerpt section once again. Alright, so I have pasted few lines here. Finally I'll be clicking on this publish button, and as soon as the blog will be published here in my WordPress website, you will notice that the same blog detail will be received as a response, and you can notice the responses already received. Okay, now I'll show you the details one by one. Here you can find the details. Alright, so this is our first tag. Remember we have added that technology, we also added this automation tag, we have further tags that is AI and automation, and this is our blog ID, this is the title of the blog, this is the status of our blog, and we have all the details. Looking for the excerpt section also. Alright, this is the excerpt. Well, this is important because we are about to post the same on Instagram via Pabbly Connect only. Where is the featured image? Looking for the same. Alright, how about I directly search for the same with the help of HTTPS. Alright, and you can notice this post thumbnail. Okay, so this is my image. How about I check it by opening in a new tab whether it is the same image or not, and yes, it is the same image. Okay, so the presence of this data clearly shows that the connection in between WordPress and Pabbly Connect is working absolutely fine. Okay, so now onwards what will happen, every time someone will post a new blog on your WordPress website, the details will be captured via Pabbly Connect instantly. Okay, so in this way the first step of our automation is done. And why the details will be captured instantly, because this trigger will instantly capture new incoming data and the workflow execution will start in real time. Now here I'll show you an interesting thing. Whatever the hashtags we have received here in the response, all these hashtags are actually into the separate fields. The data is not actually into the same field. So it is really hard for me to pick these tags from individual fields and post on Instagram. Okay, so firstly I will have to collect the same data into a single field so that I can post the same on Instagram. For that I will click on this plus icon before my Instagram step and will search for the API. Well, API is an amazing feature of Pabbly Connect via which you can fire lot of APIs. Okay, so give me a second. Alright, so it has got selected. Now in the action event, simply select this execute API request and then click on this button connect, and it will be connected immediately. And now we will provide the API here, and once it is connected I will provide the API here in the endpoint URL so that I can collect the above data, the same data, into a single field, basically into the array format. Okay, so what endpoint URL you will have to paste here, I will add this link in my description box. You can actually copy that link and you can get that link here. Okay, so in this way you will have to paste this API endpoint URL, and after this equal to you will have to provide the post ID. Okay, and in this endpoint URL you will have to provide the URL of your website. Here you can notice I have the same URL, that is this rich rhinoceros and this gravitydemo.com, and the same I have pasted here. In your case you will have to provide the URL of your WordPress website. After that these things will remain same, and after this post equal to you will have to provide the post ID, the blog post ID, and this action event method will be the same, that is this guest. Okay, so from where I will be providing this post ID, remember we have just captured the data from our WordPress website that also consists of the WordPress ID, basically the blog ID, which I will be pasting here. And the interesting thing here is I'm not going to manually copy that above ID and paste below again and again. I am going to map this post ID so that it will be replaced automatically whenever a new blog is published on my WordPress website. Okay, and mapping is very simple. When you will click on this field you will find the above data here in the drop down. You just need to search for your preferred data, and in this way you can map the details. Okay, so again telling you this, whatever the details you will map here from this drop down, these details will be replaced automatically when our automation will work in real time, but whatever the details you will provide here manually will remain same. Okay, so this is the difference in providing the values via mapping and via manually. Okay, and that is why mapping plays a major role inside this automation. Now it will ask you for the authentication, so simply go with this basic auth and provide the access of your WordPress website. Okay, so give me a second, let me provide the same, and then I will click on this button. Alright, so the access has been provided. Clicking on this button, save and send test request, and waiting for the response to receive. And here you can notice the response. We have the data of our blog into the single field only. Let me even show you those tags for which I have captured the same data into this particular format. Okay, so remember we have added the technology. Alright, so searching for the same. Alright, we have this technology tag, searching for that automation tag. Give me a second, and here we also have this tag as automation. Okay, so basically we have all the data of the tags. Now I just need to convert that response into the simpler format so that I can send it on Instagram. For that I will click on this plus icon once again before my Instagram step and will search for the data transformer, which is again an interesting feature of Pabbly Connect, using which you can convert that data, you can convert the line items into the normal format. Okay, so selecting the action event, that is line itemizer, clicking on connect, and it will be connected immediately. And in this array we will be providing the same array which we have got from our API response. Okay, remember I have just shown you the same response. Yes, this was the array only. The same data has been captured into the array format only, which I am about to convert. So opening the same step and finally clicking on this button save and send test request, and you will notice that we will receive the same data into the basic format. And here we have the slugs, that is AI. For the AI and automation we also have this automation and this technology. Okay, so in this way we have managed to get all the slug data into the single field. Now I will be posting the same, But before that, we need to delete these commas and add some spaces in between these texts, and along with that I will also have to add that hashtag sign which is required to post any hashtags on Instagram. And apart from this, we already have this caption and image in our first step response. Okay, so the image URL is already there, the excerpt is already there, the only thing remaining was the tags, and we finally have the hashtags also. But I just need to do final tweaks in my hashtags. For that, I'll click on this plus icon once again and will search for the text formatter, which is again an interesting feature of Pabbly Connect, via which you can perform various kind of things in your text formatter. So I have selected the same. Now selecting the action event, that is this replace text. Okay, so the idea here is I will be replacing those commas with a blank space. Okay, give me a second, asking for the text. Okay, so clicking on this field and I will be mapping those tags only, and I will add this slug section. Why? Because this name tags consist of these extra spaces also in this particular tag. So if I will replace this blank with any underscore, what will happen? It will also replace other spaces also. So it will be easier for me to replace these dash, these hyphens with a underscore. Okay, so that is why I'm selecting the same, asking for the find value. So firstly, I would like to find these commas and I would like to replace these commas with a blank space as well as the hashtags. Okay, so let me add the same. Firstly, I am going to add a blank space. Okay, yes, I want that in place of this comma a blank space should be added, and giving a space, and will add this hashtag also here because I also want to embed this hashtag after that comma. Okay, so did you notice how along with every tag this hashtag is added? Also you can notice the spaces are also added in between these tags, but my first tag is still missing with the hashtag. Okay, so what I can do is I can provide this hashtag in this find section only. Okay, give me a second, taking you up and will add this hashtag manually here, and then clicking on this button once again, and this time you will notice that my first tag will also consist of the same hashtag sign. Okay, showing the same. Alright, so it is taking time to reload, so how about I refresh my automation once? So it is refreshed, and now opening the same text formatter step, and here you can notice my Instagram step has got removed because that step was not saved. Okay, don't worry about that, we will add it once again, checking the response, and here we have that previous response. I will have to add that hashtag once again here, and will click on this button once again and waiting for the response. Okay, and here we have received the same response, and this time all my tags consist of this hashtag signs. Even the spaces are also added. The only thing remaining is this dash. Yes, I will have to replace these dash, these hyphens with an underscore. Okay, so how I am going to do that? I will follow the same process once again. I will apply this action step once again, and instead of doing everything from scratch, I can even copy the same text and paste the same here. Okay, you will have to click on this three dot once again and simply click on this paste step button, and in this way it will be pasted. Well, I'm really sorry, I think some different step has cloned, has pasted. Okay, so I'll have to delete this first. Give me a second, let me copy the same once again. I think it has not got copied earlier. Okay, so copying the same, the step is copied successfully, and pasting the same once again, and this time the same step has been cloned, has been pasted here successfully. Now it's turn to replace those dash, those hyphens with an underscore. Alright, so I will have to remove this whole text. Okay, and in place of that I will be mapping this recent response which I have just got via this text formatter step, and after that in this find column I will be searching for these dashes, and these dashes should be replaced with this underscore. Okay, clicking on this button one last time, and you will notice these underscores are also added. Okay, so I think my tags are ready to post on Instagram. And remember, I have already told you, I have already shown you that we have the caption as well as the image URL. Okay, so I just need to click on this plus icon and will select, and will have to search for the Instagram. Okay, give me a second, I'll show you everything step by step. Instagram is there, Instagram for business is there. Now I'll have to select the action event, that is this publish photo. But before I connect this Instagram step with the Pabbly Connect, let me tell you a very important or a basic thing. doing that. Sometimes you might get confused in these text formatter steps, so you can also rename these steps. Okay, so this text formatter step was for replacing the commas. Okay, so alright, so I have renamed it and it will be easier for you to differentiate in between the steps. And here I can add that replacing the hyphen or dash, we can say. Okay, I think now the name is looking good. Let's connect Instagram with Pabbly Connect and finally post every detail on Instagram. Clicking on add new connection, clicking on this button, and I'm already logged in my Instagram account, so it will detect that access and the authorization is successful. And in this way my Instagram account will be immediately connected with Pabbly Connect. And firstly it is asking to select the Instagram account to use. Okay, because we are connected, it is already automatically showing the Instagram name, that is Michael Karras, and yes, it is the same account here, you can notice. Okay, coming back, and now it is asking for the photo URL as well as this caption. Okay, so again I will be mapping the photo URL and make sure that the maximum image size should be 8 MB only. Okay, so how and from where I'm going to provide the image URL? Remember, we have already captured those image data from our WordPress step, so I will be mapping the same. How about I search for the same? I think it was with the thumbnail. Alright, so I have mapped my image URL as well. Now it's turn to provide the caption as well as the hashtags. Okay, so for caption I will again open this WordPress step only and will search for the excerpt, and now I will add one enter, and now I will add one enter and will search for the tags which I have just curated. Basically I have curated my content here. Alright, so I have added the same, clicking on this button. But before that, how about I remove this existing post so that I can show you everything from scratch. Yes, I'm deleting the same post in front of you, and you will notice this time one more post will be created here. Clicking on this button, save and send test request, waiting for the response, and if that response is positive, that means we can say our automation is working fine and the image has been posted. Okay, I'll have to check for the same, refreshing my Instagram account. And did you notice the same image has been posted? Let me also cross check the caption, and yes, it is the same caption. That is, AI and automation are two terms that are often used interchangeably, probably because they have similar purposes. Okay, I'll have to check these / why it is coming. Although you can notice these hashtags are also posted automatically. Give me a second, let me check the same. Alright, so I have checked my WordPress website. So when we have pasted that excerpt in this particular box, we have also added these extra spaces, and because of these extra spaces my caption has got those /n character. Okay, so make sure whenever you add something here, you can remove those extra spaces, and in this way those /n will not appear. Okay, give me a second, let me add that full stop at the correct place. Okay, so if you will post the content in this way, these /n will not appear here and your caption will be posted as it is. Okay, so I hope you have understood everything. I hope you have understood how using this Pabbly Connect software you can connect your Instagram and WordPress website and automate this Instagram posting directly from WordPress website only. Okay, so now onwards what will happen? Every time someone will publish a new post on your WordPress website, a new post will be also created on your Instagram account consisting of your featured image, your excerpt, and your text as hashtags, caption and images. Okay, and in order to automate this process we have provided few extra steps also. Firstly, we have fetched out all the tags into a single field, and then we have converted that array in using this data transformer feature. After that, we have curated the content of our hashtag with these two text formatters, and in this way we have prepared the whole content within Pabbly Connect only, with the help of Pabbly Connect only, and have posted successfully on Instagram. Okay, and once this automation is ready inside Pabbly Connect, you can even close Pabbly Connect and sit back and relax, because Pabbly Connect will take care of all the tasks in the backend. You do not have to do anything manually, but just make sure that your automation should be enabled in this way. Okay, and just in case if you want to access this 5 to 6 step automation inside your Pabbly Connect account, I will also attach the link of my automation workflow into the description box. So click on this link, sign up for free into the Pabbly Connect, and then you will be able to access the same workflow inside your own Pabbly Connect account, that too for free. Not just these applications, you can integrate multiple applications and automate your business with Pabbly Connect. You can ask your queries at forum.pabbly.com. My team will surely answer to your questions. This is the website of Pabbly Connect, and for the latest updates of Pabbly Connect and unique automation ideas, you can join our Facebook group, that is formget.deals. If you have found this video helpful in any way, share it with your friends and colleagues and also help them to automate their business. Like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video.